Welcome to The Explainer. Have you ever felt like you're just kind of stuck in a loop, living the same day over and over again? Well, today we're going to dive into Dr. Joe Dispenza's Becoming Supernatural and break down the science of how we can stop letting our past define us and start actually creating a brand new future.
Okay, let's just jump right into this because it's a powerful idea. The whole concept here is that we have this latent ability inside all of us, not just to change our lives, but to fundamentally alter our reality by tapping into a whole different dimension of who we are.
But before we can build that new future, we have to understand something really crucial. Why do so many of us feel stuck? Why do we find ourselves living in the past, day in and day out? So this is a huge point. An emotion isn't just some vague feeling. It's literally the body's chemical memory of something that happened in the past. So when you feel that surge of frustration or that wave of sadness, your body is chemically reliving a past event. And this is where we get trapped. It creates this powerful and usually unconscious cycle. You think a thought that produces a chemical feeling, and that feeling then makes your brain think even more thoughts just like it. After a while, your body basically becomes the mind, just automatically running these old programs based on familiar emotions.
So what happens? We get stuck in survival mode. Our body is constantly on high alert, maybe even addicted to that rush of stress hormones, and all our energy is being used to deal with these perceived threats. That leaves literally no energy left over to build the new future we actually want.
But what if that's not the whole story? What if we're not just bound by these biological programs? What if our mind is way more powerful than we've ever been led to believe?
So check this out. There was this brilliant experiment at Harvard that wanted to test a pretty wild idea. Could your thoughts alone physically change the wiring of your brain?
The results were, well, they were astounding. The group that only thought about practicing the piano created nearly the exact same new neural networks as the group that actually touched the keys. This is proof that our focused thoughts can change our biology, making the brain look like the experience has already happened. I mean, just think about what that means for creating your future. And this just lays it all out, doesn't it? This is the fundamental choice we face every single day. We can let our body run on autopilot, just repeating the known past. Or we can use our mind to step into the unknown and start creating a totally new future.
Okay, so if our minds are that powerful, how would we actually do it on purpose? Well, the book lays out a clear, actionable formula to create that new reality.
It's really a 4-step process, but it all comes down to one key idea. You combine a clear intention from your brain with an elevated emotion from your heart. It's that combination that creates a powerful new electromagnetic signal. A signal that tells your body and the universe that change is happening right now. Now, when we talk about having a coherent heart, this isn't some fluffy, poetic metaphor. This is real, measurable science. When you feel those elevated emotions, your heart beats in this beautiful, orderly rhythm, and it generates a powerful magnetic field. That field is energy. That energy is frequency. And that frequency carries the information of your new intention out into the world. So this brings us to a really clear choice about the emotions we practice feeling. Those survival emotions, anger, fear, resentment, they literally draw energy from the field around your body, shrinking it. But the elevated ones, gratitude, joy, love, they do the opposite. They contribute energy, they expand your field, and they broadcast a much more powerful signal for the future you want to create. All right, so this all sounds amazing in theory, right? But does it actually work for real people, especially when things get really, really tough? Let me tell you about Anna. Her story is, wow, it's a powerful case study, and it starts from a place of just absolute devastation, where her body was physically breaking down from the constant chemical cocktail of grief and stress. Because she was living in that constant state of survival, her body literally became a record of her past trauma. And it led to this horrible cascade of diagnoses, from autoimmune diseases all the way to cancer. Biologically, she was completely trapped. And then, right there, at her absolute lowest point, this one thought changed everything. She realized that if her state of being could create this reality of sickness, then a new state of being could create a new reality of health. In that moment, she took her power back. And look, this isn't just a one-off inspirational story. There is hard data to back this up. For example, what kind of biological change do you think is possible in just 4 days? So, in a workshop, researchers measured a key marker for immune strength. It's called immunoglobulin A, or just IgA. And get this, in only 4 days, the participants boosted their IgA levels by almost 50%, just by practicing feeling elevated emotions. They literally signaled new genes to make their immune system stronger. So when you boil it all down, becoming supernatural isn't about being magical. It's about using a repeatable scientific process to access our natural, innate ability to create the life that we truly want. And this quote, this is the key to everything. Our power doesn't live in regretting the past or worrying about the future. Our true creative power is only accessible right here, right now, in this present moment. And this is the ultimate question that this whole body of work asks us. It's a challenge, really, to stop being a living record of your past experiences and start using your mind and body to become the creator of your future. So the question isn't just in the book, it's for you.